Hey, welcome to a fresh new episode of the TD News Show and happy Monday to everybody. Guys, how was your weekend? I hope that you had a great one. Now, today's episode is gonna be very short and simple, but that doesn't mean that it's not gonna be an interesting one because we have some interesting stuff to talk about. So, let's start the show. And let's start the show with Nvidia because we got some leaks about upcoming RTX 3050. Yes, you guys heard me right. A RTX 3050, which is going to be a entry-level GPU from Nvidia for their 3000 lineup. And the RTX 3050 is expected to feature a GA107300 GPU with 2304 CUDA cores with 4 GB of GDDR6 memory. Now, 2304 CUDA cores, that is no way a small amount of CUDA cores. But except that we don't know a lot about this GPU, including the price. But if I have to guess, I would say that it's gonna be probably around $200 mark, at that ballpark. If it's more than 200, I don't think it's a fair price, but yeah, I can see itself 200, or it could be a higher end card, like it could be something like that. They will be launching some GTX version of these GPUs. It could also happen, but again, this is a rumor, so you know what to do. Take it with a grain of salt. But that's not enough Nvidia for today, because Nvidia's GeForce RTX 3080 Ti graphics card is reportedly launching as early as January 2021 to tackle AMD's flagship Radeon RX 3900 XT graphics card, according to HKEPC. The RTX 3080 Ti will be equipped with a GA102-250KD A1 GPU. The website reports on 1496 CUDA core count. The graphics card would also feature 20 GB of GDDR6X memory across a 320-bit interface. The TGP of the RTX 3080 is estimated at 320 watts, and it could be priced around $999. So around $1,000, I don't think, $1,000 is lesser than $1,400. But if it was all $100 less, $900, $899, it's if it was coming at that price, $900, like I can see it being a good GPU, because it's just a little version of a 3090. It's just a 3090 on a 3080's body. It's something like that. But as we have seen, the RX series graphics card from AMD, at least on rasterization, pure gaming performance, they are quite competitive, even sometimes outright beating Nvidia's current gen flagship. So 2020, you don't know what's gonna happen next. Now, talking about leaks, we also got some early spec leaks of Intel's upcoming 11900K. The CPU is going to be an 8-core 16-thread part with a single core boost of 5.3 GHz and all-core boost of 4.8 GHz. Now, it can seem like that it is a downgrade, because the 10900K was a 10-core CPU. Now the 11900K is going to be a 8-core CPU. But here's the thing, the 11900K is built on top of a new architecture, which is very much different than their last one. And also Intel is promising a double-digit IPC increase. So taking all that into consideration, if they can do it well or execute this well, then probably, who knows, that 8-core CPU can perform better than a 10-core part, as we have seen with Ryzen, like the 5600X. It is really a great CPU, and sometimes it is better than 10900K, which is 10-core CPU and it's 6-core CPU. So sometimes architecture also matters, and also core count obviously matters, but sometimes architecture is also a major thing when it comes to CPUs. Now, the next news is pretty interesting. It's not huge, but it is pretty interesting, and that is the newly launched game Godfall supports ray tracing, but only from AMD. Like, it only supports ray tracing, or AMD's ray tracing, and I found it pretty interesting, so I thought, why not tell you guys? I'm talking about why not telling you guys. Why not tell you guys about today's quick news? Because this is the time for the quick news. So now let's talk about the quick news. NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 3060 Ti Founders Edition got pictured. Also, Asus GeForce RTX 3060 Ti Tough Gaming OC pictured. Intel outs the Nook M15 laptop kit. Gigabyte launches Aeros RTX 3090 and RTX 3080 gaming box eGPUs. Vive Focus Plus against a major enhancement for premium enterprise via Cyberpunk 2077 ray tracing unsupported on RX 6800 series at launch. Radeon RX 6800 XT overclocked to 2.8 GHz on LN2. Lee expands PC O11 Dynamic series with new highly modular O11D mini cases. Tidal discounts a 4-month of its hi-fi subscription to $2 for Black Friday. Now that was all for today's techie stuff, and all the sources are linked down in the description. Now let's talk about some of the stuff I like, starting with Last of Us series got greenlit by HBO. Yes, I'm pretty excited about Last of Us and the Last of Us series. When I heard that it's on the making or it's on the process, or the makers are pitching the idea to HBO. Now HBO greenlit it. Now I don't know how many episodes HBO ordered or how many seasons, but I hope it's more than 6. Like I think they won't go more than 8, but I hope it's more than 6. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so here's a little bit industry insider for you guys. So when someone has an idea for a series, or specifically for series, and they are pitching that idea, Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Amazon Prime. So first they have to go into a meeting, they have to pitch the script, they have to pitch an idea or the concept, then they have to make a pilot. Okay, then they have to send that pilot, and after seeing all of that, the platform like Netflix, HBO, Amazon Prime, Hulu orders season and episodes. Now right now, most of the time, most of them order like 6 to 8 episode. Like if Netflix, if a platform ordering more than 8 episodes, it's a huge thing, which probably they don't do even if it's a major series. If it's only a OTT exclusive series, like if it's already on a TV series or on a TV channel, then it could be more than 8. Like it goes like probably more than 10 to 15. It goes around 20 mark, but nobody orders more than 20. That's another topic. But mostly in OTT exclusives, they don't order more than 8. Like if someone is going more than 8 some series, then that's a huge thing. It goes around 6 to 8. So I think you guys also probably notice it, and the deal happens like that. They order like 6 episode per season, and they order 3 seasons, or that's how the contract got laid. And I know it sounds pretty funny, and for some it can seem like pretty simple, but believe me, it is not simple and it is not funny. It's a very complicated process, but I don't know why you guys are interested about that. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, this is how stuff happen. And also one more thing, I know a bunch of people are gonna say that a movie or a a movie based on a game or a series based on a game are not good. Like the history tells us that they are not good, except some. But here's the thing, I also agree on the movie side, but I don't agree on series. Like in movies, I think the highest you can go on runtime is probably 4 hours and 10 minutes. I'm not sure about that, but it's around that mark. It's more than 3.5 hours. You can go, if you want, you can go more than 3.5 hours. That's not an issue. But the limit, I think it's 4 hours and 10 minutes. But oh no, I think it's 3 hours and 45 minutes. I have to check it, so I'm not sure, but it's more than 3 hours that you can go. But the thing is, if you are squeezing a 20 hours game or a 20 hours, like the story is 20 hours, and you're squeezing it on a 3-hour movie, it's obviously gonna turn out bad. But there are some movies like the Pokemon movie. It turns out great. It turns out great because they tackled it in a different way. I cannot speak today, but in series they can do that. Like if a series is 1 episode long, and as I said, each season has 6 episodes, and they order 3 episodes, so now they have a lot more time to play with the story. So yeah, I think in a series it can work, but in a movie it is very hard to do. But if some, like, when people pull this off, they do it pretty great, as we have seen. But now let's talk about the next news, and that is Deadpool 3 hires Bob's Burgers writers. Now, if you haven't watched Bob's Burgers and even heard about it, well, it's kind of an adult animated show, something like Family Guy, and it's pretty good. Honestly, it is pretty good. It's sometimes it can be violent, sometimes it's hilarious. Like most of the time it is hilarious. It tackles some dark comedy sometime, and yeah, I can see why they do, why they hired the writers Deadpool 3, because Deadpool is also kind of a movie. It's funny, it's violent, and it's Deadpool. It's like, to describe Deadpool movies, I have to say, like, it's a Deadpool movie. How it is, or how to describe it, well, it's like Deadpool. This is, I think, the only way that you can explain those two Deadpool movies. But yeah, those two were good, and I hope that the next one is gonna be also good. Now let's talk about the last bit of our news for today, and that is Stranger Things Season 4 hires new cast members. Now, I'm not gonna go deep into this topic because I haven't watched a single episode, but I only heard good things about the series, so hopefully I'm gonna watch it pretty soon. And if you want to know how I liked it, follow me on Twitter. I will post how I liked Stranger Things on Twitter, so go ahead, follow me on Twitter. But if you want to know more about this story, I have linked down a IGN article, so go and check it out. And talking about checking it out, you don't have to check out this video anymore. Yes, you don't, because this video is ending. Yes, this is the end of this video. This video is ending, so if you liked it, hit the like button. If you don't, leave it a dislike. Feel free to do that. But remember, it hurts. It hurts. Like, I cannot tell you how much it hurts, and I'm not going to tell you how much it hurts. So don't dislike it, but if you want to do that, you can do it. Feel free to do it again. Now, if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, well, do it by here. And there's Akash, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.